In this very important job interview training lesson, I'm going to teach you how to answer the difficult interview question, tell me about yourself, if you have no previous work experience. So if this is your first ever job role, or if you are a fresh graduate, make sure you stay tuned, because the tips and sample answers I am about to give you will help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you are passing your job interviews at the first attempt, and please give the video a like, because that really does energize and motivate me to create more brilliant content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's get straight into the lesson. In the first part of this lesson, I'm going to teach you a brilliant, easy to remember structure to use for answering the question, tell me about yourself, if you have no previous experience. Now, I'm going to draw on the screen a really simple image that I would like you to memorize. Now, this image is going to help you answer the question, tell me about yourself. Now, as you can see, this is what is called a S.E.A.T, S-E-A-T. And you are going to talk about these four things in your answer, S.E.A.T, when answering the question, tell me about yourself, if you have no previous experience. And you can remember my seat structure because you will be sitting down on a seat at your interview. Let's take a look at those four things. The first thing to talk about when answering the question, tell me about yourself, if you have no experience, is the skills you can bring to their company. And there are four skills I recommend you mention. Write these down. Skill number one is being a quick learner. Skill number two is being responsive, which means you always act quickly. Skill number three is attention to detail. That means you rarely make mistakes. And skill number four is being a good collaborator, which means you will always support your co-workers and work hard to complete the team's objectives. So S of our seat structure is your skills. Let's now move on to E. E of our seat structure stands for your education background. I recommend you now briefly talk about the schools or colleges you attended, the subjects you studied, and the grades you attained. So we have skills, education background. Let's now move on to A. A of our seat structure for tell me about yourself if you have no previous work experience is, and this is a good one, your accomplishments. Now, if you tell the hiring manager you have achieved things in your life so far, that means you will likely replicate the same success while working for their company. Now, good accomplishments to talk about in your answer are winning team sports events, volunteering, charity work, and learning a new skill. Let's now move on to the final part of our seat structure, which is T. T stands for, and please write this down, the type of person you are and what you are going to do in the role to help their company. So you can say at the end of your answer, I am the type of person who will be a supportive team worker, always be a good role model for your company, and take responsibility of my professional development, so I always add value to my team. So there we have it, the seat structure for tell me about yourself if you have no previous work experience. Let me now put all of this together in a brilliant example answer for you to write down. Here we go. Tell me about yourself, the perfect answer if you have no previous experience. Here we go. Thank you for the opportunity to interview for this position. I studied the job description before applying, and I'm confident I have the skills to make a positive difference in the role. I am a quick learner and a fast worker. I am also a good collaborator and can be relied upon to work well under pressure to help the team achieve its goals. I graduated from college with excellent grades in my chosen subjects. Since then, I have been working hard to develop my workplace and interpersonal skills so I can contribute to a team. I am a high achiever. My accomplishments include being praised by my college teachers for how I supported other students. I also recently won a team sports event demonstrating my ability to work well with others. If you hire me, I will be the type of employee who acts as a good role model for the company while interacting with customers and clients. I will also take on board feedback and constructive criticism to ensure I am constantly improving. And I look forward to sharing additional details regarding my suitability for this position in the interview. So that is a brilliant example answer. You can watch it again, pause the video, write down the response and practice it before your job interview. Now the next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further and to download my top scoring answers to difficult interview questions is click the link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website passmyinterview.com and you can instantly download my job interview preparation pack. This is a formidable resource and it's going to help you pass your interview even if you have no previous experience. Here's what you get. You will get my salary negotiation script. I will teach you how to answer the question, what are your salary expectations, to get the highest salary possible, even when you have no experience. You will also get my 17 best questions to ask in a job interview. At the end of your interview, the hiring manager will say to you, do you have any questions for us? I recommend you choose 3 questions from those 17 to ask the hiring manager. They will be impressed with those 3 questions. You will also get my body language techniques training. I will teach you how to create a brilliant positive impression throughout your interview. You will also get my 30, 60 and 90-day plans for job interviews and also my top 25 best words to say in an interview. You will also get my interview closing statement. I will teach you what to say at the end of your interview to close it professionally. And as if that wasn't enough, you will also get my ready-made CV and resume templates plus 50 brilliant answers to difficult interview questions that are perfect if you have no previous work experience. To get all of this in your inbox right now, click the link in the top right hand corner of the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I am here to help you throughout your career and pass every job interview you ever attend. I can only do those things if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button, because that really does energize and motivate me to create more great content for you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best for passing your job interview. Have a great day.